What's going on, everyone? It's Kochyy here, and as usual I have a banner analysis on the new Fierce Battle Summon units, the new Ichigo, Kenpachi, and Aizen. As usual, we'll go over their stats and skills. Everything has been posted in-game, yeah, we'll see how these units stack up, and I'll give you my opinion on them. But before that, we'll just look at some other stuff. So starting off, we have the fillers. This is kind of zoomed in. So the fillers. There are 9 filler units, so in total there are 12 units in the banner. It's a 12 unit banner. This is anniversary step up style. This is, you know, the type of banners we only get twice a year. I don't know how I feel about this. And well, first and foremost, these units have been featured so many times. So if you've been summoning in the last year, you probably have most, if not all, these units. I personally have all of them, so it's kind of a crappy banner for me, especially this guy, Vantage. If you're watching, you know as much as I do, whenever this dude's in the banner, it's just like, the banner is cursed. You cannot stop, or you cannot leave a summoning session without pulling at least one of this dude. So I don't know how I feel about this banner, or like summoning too much on it at least, just based on the fact that I do have all the filler and Ginjo's here. But other than that, like I said, it's a 9 filler banner. So if I'll pull up the in-game stuff, or the in-game news right now. It should be on screen, and you can see here the banner information. If we go down and character pool, and we can see that, so here it is, 12 characters, 6% rates, so it is a 0.5% chance per character, and this is different than what we used to have before with double chance banners. It would be 9 characters total, 6% rate, which would be a 0.66% chance to pull any given character. So it's actually a bit more difficult to pull the featured banner units this way with these 0.5% per character, because it's a 12 unit banner. So I don't know, I'm not too happy about that, I guess. I guess you could say that because we have discounted steps on step 1 and 2, and step 5 is a guaranteed 5-star pull, that is supposed to kind of offset the fact that, you know, overall we have a lower chance to pull the new units. But I don't know, I feel like if they just kept it as a 9 banner unit and still kept this step up formula, it would have been fine. It would have been better. Like, I don't know why they had to like kind of inadvertently like nerf the rates by, you know, adding in more filler. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But anyway, getting back into the information for this. Oh, I guess, and also the fact that there are individual banners for this like summon, so each unit has an individual banner. That's something we wouldn't have gotten before either. So I guess you could say all that stuff maybe offsets it, but still, you could go for whichever unit you just want. You don't have to summon on this main banner. Like I said, like I have why is this, I don't like how much zoomed in that is. Like, I have all these units, so if I wanted to, I could just skip this and summon for the unit I wanted most. But you know, I still would have liked that 0.66 per unit chance per unit, and kept it as a 9 unit banner. But anyway, that's enough talking about that. Let's get into these units. So we'll start off with Aizen. Aizen is a tech attribute character with Hollow Killer. Not too many tech Hollow Killers in the game, I'd say, that are like very like top tier or that useful. Strong tech, recharge 12% as his soul trait. You can see his stats here. 794 SP, pretty high. Skills are Sprinter +1, Bruiser 40, Berserker 40, Frenzy, Devastation 60, Poison duration 100%, and Freeze duration 100% with Guard Break. So pretty damn stacked. Was not expecting this at all. When they made Can't For Your Own World Halle Belt and they gave her 40 Bruiser, 40 Berserker, 60 Devastation, I was like, and on top of Frenzy, I was like they're really, you know, stacking her skills way up. And I kind of only expected that kind of thing to happen with exclusive units, and I didn't think like premium units would get that same kind of treatment, but clearly this, you know, proves me wrong. They've just doubled up on the Berserker value, Devastation is 33% more, like better, and guard break on top of that. Like I knew eventually there'd be frenzy guard break units. I didn't think it would happen so soon, but I guess this is 2020 for you. They're really just kicking it off, going all out, and all these units have like something, like a new addition for them. So guard break seems like it'll be a more staple addition, looks like, and like this 40-40 split with Bruiser and Berserker on top of Frenzy seems like it might be a standard thing as well. But yeah, pretty stacked. Guard break on Frenzy, that's really nice because obviously with NAD units you don't have to guard break, and that's really helpful. Frenzy units have a lot of hits by nature because of this skill. It doubles their strong attacks are applied twice basically, so you have twice as many hits. You don't lose as much damage, but even then, like if you have an 8-hit SA3 and it takes 2 hits to break guard, right? With guard break, you're now doing 25% more damage on that SA3 because those 2 hits just go straight through guard anyway. So if you look at it like that, it's a decent boost to your damage output when there's guarded enemies. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Going into his kit, he is a ranged character, and you can see that his special, it has the transformation icon. So all these characters do have transforms, and I really like that. I like transformation specials that reset strong attacks and increase magnifications, and I think that's the case for every unit here. So really happy to see that. I don't know why it took them so long to push out more units like this. I think people like transformations. People like the strong attacks and stuff getting like slightly different animations or altered animations. It looks really cool. It shows that the character has a bit more effort put into it, and I think overall it's like a win-win in like character design standpoint and just overall enjoyment of the people that pull the character. But anyway, normal attack, standard, looks like a standard ranged 4-hit string. Strong attack 1, 700 radius, 40% mag. It's a ranged collision. This is Quincy Ichigo's SA1. This is Can't For Your Own World Grimjaw's SA1. I think Mind Momo has the same one. This kind of strong attack, not a huge fan of it. In modes like Guild Quest, where there are a lot of narrow rooms and more rooms are narrow than like wide and big and open, this strong attack's really good. It just clears the whole room. But in like regular PvP, where you're just always in like large areas, it's kind of hard to line up like good shots for this so it hits as many enemies. So not that great of an SA1. SA2, barrier, 575 radius, I guess kind of standard stuff. 40-second cooldown, it's a bit whenever I see like these these ranged characters of barriers, it just reminds me of Belief Toshiro and Hachigen, like those kind of units. And then strong attack 3 is full screen, so that's fine. His special, as you can see, full screen transform, and then when he's transformed, nothing changes here with his NAD, but you can see the magnifications all increased on his strong attacks across the board, so he's going to do more damage, and they'll most likely reset off of the transformation, which is really nice. So I like that. It's like at any given time you have 6 strong attacks available. You can do 1, 2, 3 special, 1, 2, 3 or something. But yeah, pretty interesting. I'll have to say that for Aizen, I'm not too keen with this SA1 and SA2 40-second cooldown. Man, why can't they just give Aizen just a normal kit? Why can't they just give him normal SA1, SA2, and like SA3, and like get away from this range projectile stuff? Just give him some standard like beams or something, and just make it like a decent unit. Like not that this Aizen like can't work, but it's just like, I don't know. I was expecting them to do something different than 1000 Year Blood War Aizen, because I'm pretty sure 1000 Year Blood War Aizen has this exact same SA1. I'm pretty sure he has the exact same SA1. Aizen. Where is it? Yeah, same SA1. So, do something different, K-Lab, please. Like, yeah, I know you can do better than this. You can 100% do better than this. But anyway, that's Aizen. So we'll move on to the next character. And the next character we're going to look at is Kenpachi. So Kenpachi is a heart attribute character. I kind of like this heart Kenpachi. I don't know. Everything looks like it matches, but heart character, Soul Reaper killer, strong attack strong attack damage 25% as his soul trait. And his skills, you can see Sprinter. Thank you. At least he got Sprinter. Thank you, Caleb, for not making a Sprinterless Kenpachi. That would have been so annoying. Again, Bruiser Berserker 40-40 split with Frenzy, Devastation 60. He's got Poise, and then he's got hidden enemy chance 100%. So this is basically a built-in Zet pill. That's insane. That's just kind of luxury, really, because it's not like a huge deal whether or not you can hit those enemies. It is obviously nice when they're there, and he is a Soul Reaper killer, so when you use him in Soul Reaper content, there's always those underground Soul Reapers, which are really annoying. But yeah, this is just like super luxury. You don't even have to worry about it. You just use your strong attacks and everything's gonna hit. Especially his special move. Special moves would always get like cucked by underground enemies. You'd kill one wave and then the second wave wouldn't die because there's a dude hiding underground. Now you can just wipe the whole thing. So, you know, in Extreme Co-op and Inheritance Zone, you don't even have to bring a Zet pill. You just have this built in. You just can use your special and everything should die. So that's pretty damn nice. That's, like I said, pretty luxury. He has Poise, so I don't know. I guess that's kind of like a Kenpachi thing, right? He's always got Poise, but I don't know, will we see this in PvP? I mean, I saw some crazy videos with Spirit Society Byakuya in PvP, and he doesn't have Poise, so I guess with enough Transcendence and enough time spent like building this unit up, you could use him in PvP, and you know, he could do some like massive amounts of damage. Before he dies at least. But yeah, that's his skills. Again, like Aizen, pretty stacked skills with this 40-40, 60 devastation, and this is a really just nice luxury skill to have. Going to his kit, he's a melee character again, transformation on the special, very nice. Normal attack seems kind of standard. The third and fourth hit are AoE, so it'll hit around him, which I like those AoE. Those AoE like nat hits, that's nice. Strong attack 1 is a 475. This is a lunge, so kind of standard. Strong attack 2, 725. Projectile type, this is a beam, so he's got the beam SA2, lunge SA1. So far, like, kind of reminded me of, I guess, 1000 Year Blood War Mayuri. He has the lunge SA1 as well, and then beam SA2, and then strong attack 3 is a full screen. So pretty like solid kit so far, it looks like, for Kenny. Again, you can see special, full screen, transform, and then when he's transformed, he has increased magnifications across the board, so he's gonna hit even harder. You can see the alternatives here, other Captain Soul Reaper killers, and then just Heart Soul Reaper killers in general. So I think Kenny's pretty good. I think he's got a solid kit. I think he'll be a pretty fun unit and a pretty strong unit to play with, and just a unit to have in general. The strong attack damage, like this soul traits, obviously for just like PvE and just how often you can spam strong attacks, having the star trait is better, but that's not to say like characters with a sad trait can't be good, or like existing characters with sad trait are bad. Like, you can still use them, it's just, you know, you can't spam your strong attacks as well. So he's gonna hit very hard, but not as much spamming of strong attacks. Honestly, I think he's pretty solid. Everything on his kit looks pretty good, and excited to see what it looks like in game. But yeah, not too much else to say. Kenny looks nice, and we'll move on to the next character. And the last character we want to look at is Ichigo. Ichigo is a mind attribute character. His killer is Soul Reaper, and you can see soul trait here is strong attack recharge time 12%. You know, very high SP 790. His skills, you can see Sprinter +1, again 40-40 split with the Bruiser Berserker, Frenzy, Devastation 60. He's got Paralysis Duration -100%, I guess that's nice. Decreased Soul Reaper damage taken -20%. So basically 20% DR against Soul Reaper affiliated enemies. Reminds me of Fully Holified Ichigo, the anniversary one. He has 20%. He has the same thing, but for captains. So interesting against captains in PvP, he takes less damage, but against everything else, he's just missing that DR. Kind of crappy. On a frenzy unit like this, like I don't know how useful this is. Like I feel like you'll mostly not even remember you have this skill on your character, because in PvE you're typically not going to get hit. You're just going to be spamming stuff, and I guess you could say that when you're using him in like extreme co-op and inheritance zone and stuff, maybe this saves your life. Like instead of getting one shot, you live, from one of those like giant Soul Reaper guys that you do like a shockwave attack on the ground. I don't know. I don't think this is like a super useful skill, even in PvP. Like surviving that much on an SP unit isn't like that helpful. I'd say at least. You kind of like use your strong attacks and then just hope that everything's dead, pretty much. So interesting skill to have on him. And then his last skill, hidden enemy chance 100%. So like Kenny, he has a built-in Zet pill. Again, really luxury skill to have. Very nice. You can just nuke and it'll clear everything. You can just use all your strong attacks, no worries. So pretty nice skills here, pretty stacked again. And then we go into his kit. So once again, another melee unit, transform special. Standard normal attack string, it looks like. Last hit is AoE. And then his strong attacks, his strong attack 1 is a lunge. Strong attack 2 is a... This is also a beam? Yeah, lunge beam. Just like Kenny, right? Any lunge beam projectile. Lunge beam, yep. So they both have lunges and beams. So similar SA1, SA2 looks like, and then SA3, this is AoE distance and 975 radius. This is like 1000 Year Blood War, Zombie Toshiro, Tech Hyori, and who else has that? Oh, Mind Koga has it, but he has Havoc, so his is actually like full screen in front of him. But I do actually like this strong attack. I think it's pretty nice. It's really grown on me, and I think it's a nice change, other than just having a full screen. Like this is also pretty nice, a pretty nice strong attack to have. If you played Zombie Toshiro, you've used this SA3, you've seen how kind of like crazy the range can be. It can even hit a little bit behind, so you can position yourself like pretty well, and it's kind of forgiving in terms of positioning, and they'll hit stuff well off screen. So pretty nice SA3. I like this SA3 as well. If it's not a full screen, like this is also a good option. And then his special, again, full screen transform. And you can see, increased mags across the board. So he's just going to do more damage once he's transformed. A lot of alternative Soul Reaper killers, Soul Reaper affiliated Soul Reaper killers. And, there are definitely a lot of choices for Soul Reaper killer, but I think this Ichigo is pretty damn solid. Just basically what I said for Kenny, but he has a SAR trait. So I think he's going to be more better suited in PvE in terms of just spamming stuff, because you already hit hard enough. I guess, yeah, that's the other thing. I did say Kenny would hit hard, but like with Transcendence and everything and link slots and all that, like you already hit hard enough, so you don't really need more damage. So at that point, like having the recharge and being able to hit more frequently is nicer. But overall, nice unit like Kenny. And that's pretty much it for this banner, I guess, review for these characters. If I were to rank them, I would put Ichigo first, Kenny second, and Aizen third. Unfortunately, Aizen, I don't know. They need to change that stuff up. They need to stop giving him like these ranged projectile stuff that they've repeated for other characters already. Like they give him something different. Like just give him a standard stuff. Stop trying to be like, I don't know, different with it, or like trying to make him different than the other units. Just give him a standard kit, and I think everyone will like him a lot more. But yeah, overall, very, very crazy like kits and stuff for these units in terms of their skills. The boosted Berserker, and with Frenzy, Devastation, and like they have hidden enemies. That's kind of hard to say. It's like a tongue twister almost, but they have that. So like built-in Zet pills, that's really nice. Aizen has guard break, so for future characters to come, that's going to be really nice. You don't even have to worry about guard anymore. You can just spam everything, get that extra damage. They'll be really interesting. But that's pretty much it for this banner review. So Let me know what you guys think of these units. I'm personally pretty hyped about them. I think they're pretty nice across the board. I definitely will be summoning on the banner, but not too much because, you know, like I said before, with the rates and the fact that it is a 9 filler pool banner, and I have all the fillers, so there's no real point for me to go too crazy on like this original, like the first banner that's coming out. But I will do the discounted steps, and we'll see, you know, what happens from there. Maybe I'll go up to step 5 at least, or you know, depending on how the discounted steps go, I might stop and go for an individual banner. We'll see. But that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys thought of these units and what you thought, or what you're gonna do with this banner. And yeah, I'll talk to you later.